Alrighty. Okay. So it says I'm live, and Instagram is reminding me that I had a countdown. But, oh my gosh, what's it doing? Anyway, I might just be hanging out here by myself, and that is okay too. What does it say? Alright. So I'm just going to be updating my book journal today and hanging out. So let's add it to the story. So I did have this listed as a video a little while back, my setup for it. So I don't remember exactly where I got up to in showing people how it had finished being set up. But anyway, this is the front cover. And I've sort of blacked out a couple of the pages, so I might use them later on. Hey, Charles. All right. Now, I don't think this had been completely set up in the last video. So this is just my extras page. So it does have all the other sections, which I probably won't touch today, just because I don't really have time. That's fair enough. I've found that I've really enjoyed just having it as a visual record, because I'm very much a visual person when it comes to this. No, I have not. But to be fair, mine was a bit out of hand earlier. I had to go through and get rid of a few things. I did actually have a birthdays page in there. I forgot I put that in. It sort of merged into this weird combo of personal life and book journaling. Anyway, I'm actually up to date on all my January video covers, which is interesting. And then this was my preference to daily journaling. 27 books, honestly. Are you going to finish any of them? I can't handle having more than 2 books on there, and I was at 4 for a while, and that did my head in. But everyone's different, and that's okay. I'm just trying to think, did I read anything else on this TBR? I have not yet. And I think I am tentatively DNFing The Bronze Horseman. I will have to finish it at some point, though. Oops. Okay. And I'm wondering whether I can read Blackwater Sister and Black Sun in the next weekend. Not judging. Just know that I could not personally do it. The One Night Stand. Hang on, where's my list? I'm adding it, I promise. Do you know what? By the time November comes, not November, oh my God. I'm going to need it in February because I go back to work tomorrow and I am not prepared for that. I have thought every day this week is Thursday, and it's actually Thursday now, and today I happen to have no idea what day of the week it is. So I'm just trying not to think about it. Katie Golding. I did just see in whose video was it? Oh, Ava's most recent video. She was recommending books that she picked up for free or on KU. And there was one that just sounded like Katie Roberts' Theirs for the Night. And it's like, I'm on it. I'll have that one. Excellent. That's what we want. Something to keep me entertained. No, I haven't read any of these. Okay, so this is basically how I set it up. So I have the week at the top and then the book that I read and then a quote. And I've also started using Bree's little stickers. So I have the digital set to tag them. Yes. Woohoo! That is a series that I will probably need to go back and reread at some point. Although I'm supposed to be reading Area 7 with Kirsty over the weekend, which is the second book in the Scarecrow series, which is my favourite of his. But yes, no steamy scenes in those. Actually, that's a good question. Hang on, let me go check my other list. Have I got it up? This is the problem with reading that many books, is that I've mentally blanked on it. Why do I not have my spreadsheet open? Okay, let me open it. I do like Susanna Craig. They're very fun. They're kind of like a cross between historical romance and romantic suspense. There's always something going on. So let me bit. Oh no, that was from the end of last year. So wrong spreadsheet. I'd say they're moderately steamy. There's definitely scenes in the book, but probably not as much as some of the other things that we both read. Yes. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Yes, this is super low key because this is just to keep me entertained and to stop me from going into work, because I've been in plenty of times this week and I don't need to go in when I have to actually work tomorrow. That's the problem with living very close to work, is that I have a tendency to go over there and just do things. I read a couple of graphic novels at the start, and because they were all on my Kindle, I was screenshotting and collaging and having a bit of fun. Okay. Oh, so this is the page that I need to start on. So I'm pretty much going through and adding some quotes and chatting, and then I'm going to set up February. And depending on whether it was a physical book, an ebook, or an e-arc, I'm going to be hunting for different things in different places. So this is my very old copy of Temple. Like, it's super old. I think I've had this for over 15 years, pretty sure. I am slowly updating these ones, but this is so super floppy, and I don't really want to get rid of it. Excellent. Yeah, I was just saying before, all week I've struggled to remember what day of the week it is. Since Monday, I thought Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were all Thursday, and had this panic moment of, I'm going back to work tomorrow, and then I'm like, no, that's not it at all. Thank you. This is my one little creative outlet at the moment. It's pretty much what I can handle. Otherwise, everything else just gets really messy. I know which quote I was going to use. Okay. That's okay. I figured that that's what it was. I'm really excited to read it as well. I think Brie and I were talking about buddy reading it sometime in the next little day. Yeah, I'm actually not good at proper journaling. I like what I've started doing. Like last year, I started using this for, I did do some reviews. Actually, later on, I might go and get the printed journal from last year, or I can bring it up on here. I started out writing reviews, and then that was just too much, and I just started putting in a favorite quote, which is actually something that I like doing. I love collecting quotes anyway. I'm looking for paraphrases. So I decided to just go with that and keep it relatively clean, as it's mostly a visual thing. So I do own a pair of Fools. I also have it in ebook form, but I am now collecting Lillian Lark's books. Oh, good. Are you enjoying? So you're enjoying it? I used to bullet journal, and sometimes I miss that, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so at least with this digital journal, if I don't like something, I can get rid of it, and I don't feel like I've made a total mess. And this is this has worked for me. These are books that I've read this year, so I am a very fast reader in general, and also in holidays. I've pretty much not done very much because I just needed a massive break. With everything that's going on. And also, this is a huge year for my school because we have almost basically a brand new leadership team. So I am on that team, but I'm like the baby leader of that team. But we've got a new principal and 2 new APs and lots of things happening. So I pretty much just stayed home and read and just let myself recover from 2020 and 2021 in preparation for whatever is going to come this year. So yeah, lots of changes happening, and I needed to completely shut down, which is my coping strategy. That, and it's also been really hot. Lots of people have been away anyway, and yeah, mostly spent time catching up with family, which was nice because I didn't really get to see them in term 4 because I had my 1 week where one of the kids in my class tested positive for COVID, so we had 1 week of isolation and before all the rules and everything changed. So things got a little bit complicated with catching up with family. So that was my priority. Anyway, that's rambling. Ariadne was good. And it's such a beautiful book. Oh my gosh. That was totally a cover buy for me at the start of last year. And I'm really glad I actually got to it. Okay. This would have made more sense if I'd actually stacked all these books in order or put them closer. Now, the funny thing with Electric Idol is that I received this very early in January, and I know it's only just been released, so I actually don't know what was happening with the release schedule for this book. But I'm just glad I got it early. Which quote am I going to use? So for anyone who hasn't seen any of my videos before, I do tab my physical books if I have them, and pink are favourite quotes. So that's basically what I'm going through. Yeah, and I can see that. I've definitely read other Greek myth books that I've enjoyed more than Ariadne. I enjoyed it. I actually found the first part of the book the hardest to get through, and then it was a much easier read for me, and I enjoyed sort of the last 3/4 of the book a lot more than sort of the first part, which was a lot of setup. Oh, that would be interesting because we don't see very many with Electra. No, I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Oops. No, that's not that. Oops. Yeah, that is true. And I do like now that we're seeing so many different characters, not just sort of the really popular ones popping up in retellings. Oh, where did I put Bombshell? Clearly, I read a lot of physical books at the start of this month because I read a lot of ebooks in the second half. It's great. Oops. Oh my gosh, I probably should have got keyboard out for this, but you know what? We'll be fine. And I will say that if there is US spelling in a book, I will automatically correct it to the Australian spelling. I don't care if it's not identical to the actual quote in the book. I can't spell honour with, but it autocorrected it. Hang on. I can't spell honour without the U. That's a me thing. All right. Let's see if I can find this book. This one was an ebook read and was an absolute delight. Oh, you know when you go through Goodreads and you've highlighted things and you suddenly come back and go, oh, you highlighted 26 things. That's not helpful. Hi, Mel. Yeah, it's just a thing. I can't help it. Okay, which of these 26 things am I? Now, this book actually is really, really fun. It's like the queer British funnier version of 50 Shades of Grey. Totally recommend. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay. 7 days in Japan. It's a physical book. So, how's everyone's day going? We finally got some rain here this morning, and it was nice and cool until the sun came out, and now it's back to being muggy. So I may put the air conditioner on soon because it's starting to warm up again. And I'm hoping that it will not come up through or be too loud on the microphone. No worries. I was doing housework before this. Hey, Julie. Cooking dinner. Excellent. What's for dinner tonight? 12 inches of snow. I honestly cannot even imagine that. That is not something that happens where I live. Excellent. Yeah, we've had plenty of sunny days here. You are quite welcome to any and all of them. I think we're supposed to get up to 35 degrees here, which is low, mid to low 90s for those in the US. Oh, I like this quote. Okay. fried rice, delicious. Oh, that sucks. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Yeah, no, I got woken up by a truly delightful round of thunder this morning, which I actually don't mind because I quite like thunderstorms. But it took me a while to work out what it was because it was that really rolling thunder that just continued for a long period of time. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get any more. I think that was this morning. There was a lot of rain in the northwest and a lot of storms yesterday. I have some family who live up that way, so they got quite a bit of it. Like we got our storm this morning. The sun is well and truly out now, so I don't know whether we'll get it again. Yes, it has been very hot. Another reason why I have not ventured outside because the heat and I do not mix very well. And also, I just go red as a tomato. It doesn't matter how much sunscreen I put on. I go outside and I will burn. It did a little bit. It did. I won't lie. When I was reading the book, this quote really made me laugh. Audra is, I think, the daughter in the book from memory. And yeah, you're not wrong. Adults are sometimes just very tall toddlers. I did not think through how I was moving these books around on this table. Okay. Now, Make It Sweet was... Let me read. This is, again, another book I really, really loved. Kristen Callahan is just very consistent with her contemporary romances. Oh, I have to use this quote because it's about gin, which is pretty much the only alcohol I might drink if I have a drink at all. So that's relatable. And next we have the Break I'd Like to F anthology. My pick. I think I have, actually. Let me check. I did, it was a while back. Yeah, I read it in 2020. Oh, I know, actually. How many Kristen Callahan books have I read? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've read 9 of her books. My favourite's the VIP series, but I do like some of the standalones. Yeah, and I remember that they got married. Okay, where was I? Oops, I've lost the book. Oh, that's a long one. Let's go with this one. occasionally autocorrect works in my favor. Pretty sure that quote is from the Sierra Simone. Yeah, from the Sierra Simone short. Kristen Callahan is great. My favorite is Managed, which is very much Grumpy Sunshine. Would recommend. It is book 2 in the VIP series, though, so it probably is worth reading the first book, but you could probably get away with reading the second book if you wanted to. I'm not too bad, but I don't type very well on the iPad screen or on a phone screen, so quite often I just need it to sort of figure out what it is that I'm trying to say. Now, where did I put Small Magics? That is the question. Oh, okay. Typical. In the end, I really, really loved this collection of stories. It's a whole stack of stuff from the Ilona Andrews, Kate Daniels world. Oh, this one. Yeah, because it's not part. So the whole series follows a band, but the second book's about their manager. So it's his perspective when they're traveling with him. So like you can read the first book and get to know some of the characters, and you do get to know Scotty in that book. But yeah, I'll still be here. I'm just hanging out, not doing very much. So no dramas. We'll be here. Say goodnight to the girls for me. I hope they have a good night. Okay, I think I found my quote. And typically it is a one. Wrong word. Oh, stop autocorrecting. Actually, that's the only thing that bothers me is it always autocorrects everything to where. But that's okay. We can get over that. Yeah. Actually, it's probably good that you've got the first couple. I think the first time that you read the first book, there's a lot of world building that goes in. It's probably the slowest of all the books, just to do all of the setup. But if you've got the second book to go straight into it, I think that makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I love all of the books in that series, even the first one, which I think I must have read the first one, and then I didn't pick up the second one ages. Yeah, Curran's POVs in that are great, but I actually really liked a lot of the other stories, which I hadn't read before. So that was cool. All right, that page is done. So now I need to find Forged in Fire. Oh, actually, I need my Kindle. Hold on. Okay. I need to put the air on. So Forged in Fire is a paranormal romance, kind of a new adulty paranormal romance by Juliet Cross. Now, I read it for the first time last year or the year before, and she's re-releasing it at the start of February with new covers and some new content. So I did reread it. And I have got the second book as a review copy, so I'm hopefully going to read that in February as well. And also, since it's on the screen, happy book birthday to Twisted Hate by Anna Klein. Awesome book. Okay. Okay, Iron and Magic, which this was only my first reread for next month's live show. I forgot how funny it was. I was honestly laughing from start to finish while I was reading this. I don't know. I think the first time that I read this book, I wasn't expecting to like Hugh as much as I did. And every time I reread the Kate Daniels series, even though he's the villain for a good portion of it, I like him just a little bit more than I did the previous time. Excellent. My work here is done. Now, the Necessary Evil series, so this one that's unhinged, is on KU. And I have been binge reading the first 3 books in this series, and now I am waiting for book 4 that comes out next month, and then book 5 comes out, I think, in May. And I just want them now. And also, there is a character in the book, a side character called Calliope, who helps out the main characters, who just reminds me of Garcia from Criminal Minds. And I love it. Okay, this one's going to have swearing in it. We'll just have to deal with it. Still not bothered correcting me. Oh, I did do exit 45. Okay, so that's one that I don't have to do. And I made these little book spines that have the genres of the books, because I use Bree's ones for the tropes and a couple of her romance subcategories, but I didn't have any for genres. So I did make these little stickery things for myself. And then I've got Bree's romance subcategories here, which have been really useful, just as like little tags. Yes. Let me know what you think. Hey, Heather. Okay, where am I going up to? Up to Twisted Hate, but I need to find this. Oh, no, that's not the one that I need. Okay. Yes, sorry. There are ads now. Sorry, not sorry. It only took like 7 years of a YouTube channel to get here. Thanks. Okay. I just had to find the right version of Twisted Hate, because I read and did notes on the review copy, but I'd already pre-ordered it, so I've got 2 copies of Twisted Hate sitting on my Kindle, and one has notes and one does not. Oops. I know it's a weird thing to say yay for, but yay. Of course, this is just reminding me that I actually need to charge my Kindle, because it's not very happy with its charge level. But it will survive the next little while. Did Fortune Fire. I think I read this after. Did you read this, Heather? I think I read it after you. Oh, no, it must have been you, Heather. because I'm pretty sure you shared the quote that I'm very tempted to put in here. Just trying to see if there's anything else that I had. I might do this one. Okay. Honestly. Oh, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I need to go back and read some of the other ones. I don't actually have ratings or anything in here. Kate C. Wells is great. Yeah. If you like paranormal, definitely go and read the what is it? The Alpha's Rejected Mate. I can't remember that title. Heather will correct me in the comments probably. Oh yeah, like Against a Wall was just so much fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting. I knew I was forgetting words and getting them in the wrong order. Run, Posy, Run is also good. Actually, Kate C. Wells writes across quite a few subgenres, and I've enjoyed all of the things that I've read from her, even some of her MC stuff as well. Heather, we spend too much time together now. What am I looking for? Moonstruck. Now, Moonstruck is actually the third book in the Necessary Evils series, but pretty much I read Unhinged on Wednesday, then read Psycho, I think, on Wednesday, and then came back to Moonstruck on Sunday. So they're just out of order in terms of the days on the page. Yay. No, never enough time. I'm really sad because for the next 10 weeks, I'm only going to be able to talk to my international friends like in proper real time, either very late at night for me, which is very early in the morning for you guys, or on the weekends, which is sad. Oh gosh. Okay, what am I going to pick? We'll go with this one. And then Psycho is book 2. It really is. really is. That is a good question. I think it's probably a tie between 2 and 3, between Psycho and Moonstruck. Although I'm very eagerly anticipating the other books in the series. I'm very intrigued by the other characters. You're finally reading The Woman with the Ring. Good job, Heather. I did a massive Jessica Gaziella catch up. You'll see it on the next page during the week. I think I read 4 books in a row. It's such a good quote. Okay, which one am I going to pick for Psycho? Ah, oh, damn. There's 2 that I want to use. Or 3. So there's How Did 6 Psychopaths Become Such Gossips? There's no T here. There's You're a Genius Billionaire Crime Fighting Vigilante. You're Batman, which just makes me so happy. And also, you probably shouldn't get your relationship advice from a bunch of psychopaths. Agreed. Geez, how many quotes? That's a lot of quotes. Okay, which one am I going to pick? I did like how this series went with a bit of a speculative twist from book 2 onwards, to be honest. It's only minor, but I appreciated it. I think we have to go with the Batman quote. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Batman quote. Which is kind of like the quote in Avengers, actually. I do like that this plays off of a lot of fandom stuff. Okay, that page is done. Ooh, now, did I put... Oh, no, I had it. Those ones as well. Okay. So, again, these are all out of order. Now McCoy is on. Yeah. So this week the second one, Psycho. Yeah, so this week what's it called? The Golden Blades Henchman series. I finally caught up on all of those. I have to say, McCoy was probably not my favourite one of the Golden Blades books. It was still good, just not a favourite. Now, Carrie, I loved. That one was really fun. Oh, yeah, she struck again last year. well and truly. But I enjoy them because they're short. Like I know exactly what I'm going to get, and there is a huge comfort in that. So I'm quite happy to go down the rabbit hole. Um, yes, I finally finished annotating it. I'll show you in a minute. Yes, Heather, you can claim that. Okay. Oh my God. Don't do that. And that's fair enough. I'm very, very picky about MCs that I like to read, but I do like Jessica Gazziella's ones. Yeah, I agree. And I really, really liked the second book in that series. Hey, Carrie. All right, let's do the nightmare now that Bree's back. See, good timing. Um, oh, yeah. What? Oh my gosh. Excellent. Heather, why did you skip the second one? That was a marriage of convenience, second chance romance. That was great. uh, fair enough. To be honest, though, the second chance premise is like it was really a marriage of convenience more than the second chance romance. Okay. I haven't read anything today. That will probably be when I start reading something fabulous with Brie. But these are the rest of the books that I read that didn't fit on any of the other pages. So let's do the mixtape. I might pick. No, see, I thought McCoy dragged out the angst longer than Shay did. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Same. Yeah, I have very fond memories of that night where we read, where we read that, because I was in the middle of reading buddy reading Temple with a friend of mine, and she had to stop. So that's when I stopped and read that with you guys in the Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, must have been Battle Royale I closed. So let's find it. Oh, for a second there, I thought I didn't have any highlights for Donut Shifters, but I did. Woohoo! Now, Bree, did I get the recommendation for worship from you? I think it was you. Anyway, it's a novella. Yeah, I think I saw that. I didn't read it though. I'll have to keep it in mind for next year. Next holidays. Oh, I'm going to need to make this smaller. It's not going to fit. Yeah, I thought so. She is. Actually, you and Heather have a lot of authors that I just automatically associate with. Oh. Oh, look, another long quote. Okay, let's make that smaller before we even start. Yes. MC's Marina Zapata, isn't it? Not me, Sheridan. Yeah. Well, I'll go back through what I've done because I've just finished January, and then I'm going to set up Feb while I'm here because I might as well. So, if you weren't here at the start where I did my little flip through, this is pretty much where we are. This actually, I keep hiding things, so like that's the actual page, and I just keep covering up things that I don't want because I don't know whether I'll keep this contents page when I print it out. This I've also hidden all of the writing on the page so I can see if I can turn this into something. That's just my About Me page. I've got my book releases, which is very incomplete. And I need to fix this up because I have a digital list and I have this list. They're just some other bits and pieces that I needed. So this is my January cover. And I've got all my YouTube video covers on here. So I've only got one more video to film for this month, and that's this week's wrap up, which I'll do on Saturday. And then instead of keeping a weekly layout page, I'm just doing one photo or something every day. Which this was my favorite thing to make this month. And I would like to make myself a cheese platter every day of the week, but that will not happen because it takes too much time. I have to share this. So I do Pilates like 3 times a week. And this is my studio. It's nice and small and it makes me happy. The currently page I'll probably fill out this weekend. I don't know whether I will. I'll see if I feel like it. I've been collecting favorite memes. My TBR, which I actually didn't put all my buddy reads on there this month, but yeah, that's okay. So these are the weeks. So this was the crossover week for December, Jan. And then this was my little comic page that I just cut out digital images and popped them over. Okay, that was the 2nd week in Jan, 3rd week in Jan, 4th week in Jan, and this week. Yeah, I have a lot of crossover with things. So I have, hang on, I've just buried it underneath books. So if you hear anything fall or crash, it's because I'm dropping books everywhere. Oh, now it's caught. Where's that caught on? So from Heather, I stole the video planner, which is just a monthly calendar where I plan everything out. So January is mostly done. That's Feb's videos. Anything that's post-it noted is not filmed yet. And I've actually got the bare bones of pretty much everything for like all the consistent videos for the year. And I've already started thinking about what I want to do in December, just if I keep doing video a day. I do that. And then I put the video covers in this planner just because I like my video covers. Yes, well, it does make things easier. And then in Evernote, I can probably show you because So I use Evernote to plan things out. So these are all my video notes for things that I'm filming. So you can see I've already started putting in February's sort of content, plus because I'm trying to do more specific trope-based recommendations, I've got them in here. And then I just use this iPad and all my filming notes. So like this is Feb's TBR video that I filmed yesterday. Like I put all of my notes in here so that I've got them. And I just sit. If you ever see me looking down in the video, it's usually because I'm looking at the iPad because that's where I've put everything. And then I move any filmed videos into the one that says videos posted. So this one has everything that's already been filmed and uploaded this year. So I have a system. It apparently works for me. And then these are the children's books that I've read this month, either for review or just new things. Fair enough, Mel. I steal a lot of ideas from other people. It's really funny because I've planned out a few of my recommendation videos, like my next one or my first one in Feb. So I did morality chain this week, and my first one for February is forced proximity. And I kid you not, this week I've seen so many forced proximity video recommendations. I'm like, I'm behind the times. But I just keep a bit like Heather. I keep a list of things that I want to do, and that's why I fully credit Heather with this, because I had not thought of doing it this way. Is using the post-it notes. I just put my ideas on a post-it note, slap it on somewhere, and then if I need to move it, it can be moved anywhere. That's the visual part of my brain, like the visual part of my brain that likes using this planner for showing which videos I read when, likes being able to see things mapped out, and then I can move them without feeling like I'm locked into something. it took me a really long time. Like, I'm organized in certain aspects and I keep getting better at things, but because of the times that I need to feel like I can really only film on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on what's happening on the day. Like, I just spend, 10, 15 minutes every couple of days going through my notes for things. I like the wrap-up videos. I should be better at actually writing my little summary as I finish the book, but I don't. But I usually spend some time on, say, Friday night just putting in keywords so that when I talk about them, I've got things written in. Dewdrop is gorgeous and has a really great message. It's very much a younger kids. It is still sort of graphic novel style with the panels, but it's all about different characters who feel like their certain skill sets are not good enough, and Dewdrop, I forget what the little axolotl's character's name, comes along and just goes, "No, this is great, well done," and bounces off to the next character. It's very very affirming. They are. There's only one. So I Broke the Internet by Andy McNabb is actually a middle grade title, but the rest of them are picture books, and they are great. I'm really looking forward to using The Wild Guide to Starting School with my class because it's very cute, and Philip Bunting and Laura Bunting are some of my favourites. And I was telling Bree about this book, Australia, yesterday. It's a non-fiction book about Australian animals with Pete Cromer's artwork, which actually, hold on, I'll show you something. So Pete Cromer does paper collage artworks of animals, and I have a whole set of his mugs with different animals. I think I've got about 10 of them with all different animals. So I've been collecting some of his work for years. He also he's got these really cool little, well, I wouldn't call them sculptures because he uses little molds to make resin or concrete little statues that he called druids, and they're all painted differently and have different personalities and little faces on them. I've got a whole collection of them. I've got big ones and little ones, and they're really fun. Yeah, same thing. I back in that Evernote, I put all of my description notes, my timestamps, links to books and everything in there so that when it comes time to upload a video, I literally just copy and paste and drop it in. I don't have to think about it. It is really cute. He started out just doing Australian animals, and now he's branched out into other animals as well. Yeah, and I've got to think about the books that I have that rep, and I need to find more as well. That's another thing. So I want to have a good list when doing that. But yeah, no, Evie Mitchell would be front and center of that. Yeah, I do have The Pigeon Goes to School. I tend to save that one for a little bit later. I've got now a really good collection of Australian back to school books, so I try and use those first and then add in international titles. It's one of my big things is making sure we've got books now that represent the kids who are in the class. But I have a great collection of back to school books from lots of different places. So, and The Pigeon is just awesome. Yeah, and that's the thing. I want to try and find some more recommendations for that and actually read them so that I can share them out. So I will keep an eye out and I will add it to my list. Hang on. Charles was here earlier telling me a book that I need to read, so now I'm going to add a video to my list. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. I think because there's the Starting School book as well by Jane Godwin, which is another good one, Mel. Yeah, absolutely. And then the character in The A-List, she's an amputee, I think. Hang on, let me find the book. That's the novella. that runs alongside it. I think it's that character. Yeah. I have one mail. I think it went up last week, so I may have gotten lost in the feed, but I do have one. Hang on. If I go back to, when did I post it? Oh, I posted it last Friday. So picture books for starting school. Yeah, and that's exactly right. So I want to try and find as many as I can. That's right. It does too. I can't remember if I've read that one. Probably not. It's probably on my list. Okay. How long have we been here? Not telling me. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to do a really quick setup for Feb, and then I'll call it out. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. The thing is, the picture book videos that I do, they actually don't get as many views because it's not what people always expect me to have. But I'm still going to put them out. I'm going to try and do one sort of kids book recommendation video a month, not for kids, but just for adults who are looking for things like that. Because that's a huge part of my reading. Like I very rarely include kids' books or things like that unless they're for review or there's something that I know, like Kay O'Neill's books. I know that I'll share those in wrap-ups because they're relatively well known. But yeah, I'm still trying to think what to do for next week. I actually think I'm going to do some middle grade books next month instead of picture books. So we'll see, unless anyone has any suggestions, in which case I will take it on board. Thanks, Brie. I actually really like filming them because I have so many of them. I have so many. Okay, so February. I'm really excited. It's the year of the tiger, so that's my lunar New Year sign. Makes me really happy. I actually have already filmed and scheduled some of these videos for the month. Let's see if I can find that one. 1, 2. Might as well put them in while I've got them here. And one more. And yeah, Kay Ancram's books, not Kay Ancram, Kay O'Neill's books, they're awesome. I love them a lot. Okay. I've got that. I was clearing out my TBR card of things that I'm not planning on reading, so I filmed a what's on my TBR card video, which I have also since reorganized. Yeah, and I think sometimes it's important just to have that content that you really enjoy making as well, regardless of the views, because there's always someone out there who will watch it. And interestingly enough, some of my standalone picture book reviews do better than some of my regular content, but that's over time. And that's been really interesting to see rather than just groups of picture books, the standalone ones have done. Thanks, Brie. I started making them in Canva this year. So I've got all the templates set up and I'm just having a bit of a play. Okay, and I had one more video that is already scheduled, and that's the forced proximity recommendations. So there you go. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Now, I think these were the stickers that I was planning on using for this theme. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll just try it out. Oh, thank you. That's the one really nice thing about picture books. At the moment, I think there's been such a huge push for representation there. I mean, it's still not perfect like in adult titles, but it's getting a lot better. And like my thing now is really looking at Australian authors, First Nations titles, books that have different representation, whether it's neurodiversity, different disabilities. Like, there are a lot more of them, so it's made it a little bit easier to find and to share with the kids, and they really enjoy them as well. Do I want to use that? Oops, I grabbed everything. Of course I did. It's the only problem with stickers and GoodNote. Let's get rid of that. Okay. What did I do in January? Oh my gosh. Oh my, it's not even January. Jeez. My brain. Where's it turned on? That'll do for now. I'll fix that up later. Oh, I did start putting this in. Okay. Well, I can take Something Fabulous out because I'm pretty sure we're reading that sooner rather than later. Now, I did have all of these titles in here before because... Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, I know where they are. other thing I've gotten better at the moment, because I'm reading so many more ebooks, is actually I've got a folder set up now on my computer that has the month and the week, so I can grab everything that I need. Let's just share all of that. Hello. Hey, Steph. Okay, what else? Oh, very excited for Match with the Demon. I may get to that the day it comes out, but if I don't, I'll be reading it early in February. Actually, let's do this. Why is it being a pain? Such a pain. Yeah, I love Test. I'm actually really excited to pick it up. I've got a physical copy. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while. Yes, I'm very excited for Match with the Demon. What else do I have? Well, we're reading this at some point as well, free, so that can go in there. Whether or not it's in February or not, I don't know. The Girl's Guide to Rakes comes out, and I do like Eva Lee. Head Case comes out. Got to read this. Yeah, no rush. I'm good whenever. Because as we all know, like I set a TBR, and to be fair, I'm generally pretty good at getting through most of it, but I'm not married to it. I like having things that I would like to read. And I found out that there is you'll see this in my TBR video next week. There's a readathon that Sam from Thoughts on Tomes is co-hosting called Shiftathon, which is all about urban fantasy and or paranormal romance books. So I have a separate TBR for that as well. Oh, you never know. It could come back sooner. Absolutely no rush. But actually, like this thing that I'm trying to do where I'm trying to read random things on my Kindle by just choosing a random page number, it actually did a good job this month, because the longest book I think is Squall Line, and that's 260 pages, which is easy to get through. Everything else is less than that, and most of them are novellas. I'm like, great. I'm just going to have I'm going to do a reading blog, I think, for these, because they're totally random. Like I just pick up stuff everywhere. But I'm kind of excited because I haven't really read too many sci-fi romances recently, so it'll be fun to get back to them. Anyway, that's most of my TBR. I'll come back to some of that afterwards. And, oh, I know what I wanted to set up. I'll go here to, oh no, it's not going to let me do that because that's a page from somewhere else. So the good thing about this planner is it comes with, a whole stack of templates. So I'm going to grab these two. Actually, what I didn't show you guys before is I set up each month in an outline. So it's like chapter titles. So I just grab them. Yes, Heather, I did get an update on this, but share with everyone. And what I'll do is I'll paste these pages here. So these will be those daily photos because I am enjoying doing that at the moment. Then I have the TBR, which then kicks off the reading section. I need to go back. Actually, no, I'll just grab one of these because they're not dated. Let's copy. And page after and paste page. And let's just get rid of all of that. Oops. No, let's bring it back. Let's get rid of all of that. Yeah. I was searching out Year of the Tiger stuff. Oh, that's right. She did mention it in that episode. Oh. Don't like that. Oh, this is going to grab everything again, isn't it? Yep. Note to self, only grab a smaller section next time. Hey, Laura. Excellent. See, we share a name, share a zodiac year. It's great. No worries. I'll see you later, Bree. Okay. I need my calendar. shouldn't, but I do. Oh no, not 30th of Jan, 31st of Jan. The one thing that I always forget in GoodNotes is that if you double tap, it undoes what you just did. And I am forever wondering why everything I've just fixed no longer is the way that I want it. Okay. Okay. And how many weeks have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Ugh. Okay. Oh no. All right. 27th. I don't need this page. Too many pages. 6, 7. Yeah. And just in case, we'll need one of these pages too. I love hearing about you talk about the books you DNF, Heather. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's my February setup. And yeah, and at least January is now done except for the rest of this week, which I'm sure I will find a way to fill it in. Unless there's anything anyone else wants to see or ask, and I can show you. I'm trying to think what else I've got in here at the moment. Because all the months, these are the sort of standard templates that come for each month in this particular planner. And all I did with January and February is I just found an image that I really liked. And yeah, just sort of changed it up, cropped this tiger image. I think it was like a card or something like that I found on Google. So I just cut the image and cut it up. Oops. These are just stars from a sticker kit. And then I actually did take the title from the actual planner, which is down here. And I've just covered it up and used it over here. It's very cool. I do like this tiger. And I'm just trying to think what else is in here. I was going to use this. I probably won't because that would involve too much effort. These are all the books that I had that I was anticipating reading. So I've already started filling in some of these. Should probably change out this cover though, because I do have a new cover in here somewhere. So I have all of those. No, I do have King's Capture. Oh, I haven't gone in and done this. Yay for more people in Year of the Tiger. Yeah, sometimes there are. I don't mind though. It's not significant, but it's certainly not lag free, just because it's image heavy. But I've had worse. I read these ones. Haven't read any on that page. No, I've been very bad at this TBR. Then I keep finding fan art, like the fan art or the artwork for Small Magics, which I love all of these a whole lot. Yes, I do read Star Wars books. I used to read a huge chunk, and I have 2 shelves full of Star Wars books on my bookshelves. But I'm kind of picky now in the new canon. So I do have books that I continue to read. So I read the Thrawn series, and I also read whatever Claudia Gray brings out in Star Wars. And then if something else sounds interesting, I might pick it up. But I'm a bit behind, to put it mildly. Oh, Bree's gone, so I can't show her the Alexis Hall fan art that I found, which is all very cute. Yeah, I think that's it. I have a page for book recommendations. Heather and Bree got their own pages because I'm forever getting books from them. But I've been very slack at updating it. And this was another place that I was planning. Actually, we were talking earlier about planning for videos. I was planning on listing titles for book recommendation videos. But now what I think I'll use this for is actually putting down the videos that putting down the books that I've already recommended, so I don't keep repeating them in other videos. She's a fantastic author. I really enjoy her books. So I've read some of her non-Star Wars stuff, but her Star Wars books are some of my favorites in the new canon. Yeah, she's well worth reading. Okie dokie. I think that's about it from me, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me and for talking books and planning and generally keeping me company. It's been fun. And maybe I'll do another one of these in 10 weeks when I'm back on holidays. I can actually do them at a reasonable hour. Okie dokie. Well, I think I am going to head off. So thank you very, very much. And I hope that everyone has a really good evening and or day, depending on where you are. And that, you have a great rest of the week. Thank you. Mostly just thank you for hanging out with me, because otherwise it would have been very awkward for me, probably. Oh, I'm glad. I'm sure I will talk to you all on social media or in comments or somewhere like that. So enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.